Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new, welcome. If you're here, returning, hi. We're going to be doing another love reading today. I did a little bit of meditation before I started the reading, and I was just kind of picking up on this energy of needing to have faith and trust in the process of not only, just the development of love and relationships, but just in the divine's ability to step in and to help. And it's one of those things where kind of have to be able to just ask the divine for help, ask your guides, ask spirit, whatever it is you resonate with. And going into this, I don't know, this can pertain to like twin flame situations, soulmate situations, family, friends. I'm considering this as like a love reading, really just needing to trust in the process and being okay with where you're at in the process and understanding that sometimes it's going to take a little bit of time, sometimes it won't. Time is just fluid. So it's one of those things where I feel like how long something takes really depends on your own mental state and kind of getting into your own personal flow state regarding where you're at in your relationship. So that was just kind of a little bit of a download that I had coming into this, but we're going to go into it pretty similar to how we did the last reading. I feel like it went pretty well. So we're going to take a deep breath and then we'll say a little prayer and we'll get started. All right, pray to God, my guides and my angels, my ancestors, and spirit, please help guide myself and the collective to see the clearest messages for the highest good of all involved, for our love and relationships in this moment. So, we're going to go and start with the animal messages. We're going to be using, like last time, the animal messages and the mystical cat tarot. All right. So actually, I'm doing it a little bit different. It's going to be similar, but I'm going to be doing energies between you and another person. I've always kind of told myself I don't normally want to do that, but I do that with myself all the time, so it made sense. I was like, if I do this by myself, why not do that for other people instead of just not doing it for other people? So instead of doing it how we did last time, we're going to tap into the energies of yourself and your person. I'm somewhat limited on space, so I'm going to try to make it work. Yeah, we'll see though. We'll see what comes out, guys. But I hope you guys are doing good wherever and whenever you are. Alright, so let's get some cards out. This can be for you. Right here we have the rabbit, which is actually really, really nice. Really, really nice card to have. Now, spirits tell me this is going to be like an overall energy, actually. So we're going to do that as like a middle card. All right, this will be the overall energy between you and your person. So let's get some cards pulled here for you on your side. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I discovered a new way to do it. I was doing it like this yesterday. Okay, actually way easier. Here we go. This is going to be a card for your energy and for your person. And again, take it how it resonates. Don't force it. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. This is going to be your person's energy right now. Alright, so let's take a look. What do we have here? As the overall energy, we have the hare. Well, to me, yeah, I guess it can be a rabbit hare. It says discernment before a passionate encounter leads to the magic of love. So for me, in my personal experience, whenever I come across a rabbit symbolism, it really represents that kind of waiting period, right? So it's not necessarily that nothing is happening, but it's this energy of like there's a lot going on behind the scenes. There's maybe a lot that you can't see, especially between you two, because I feel like the divine is really supporting this connection, especially when it comes to these type of relationships like twin flame soulmate connections. It doesn't necessarily mean that that is what is coming out now, but that is what I've been guided to do readings for, just based on my own personal experiences and the such, which I won't get too much into my own personal stuff, but this is a really beautiful energy. I gotta say, having the hare as the in-between energy is telling me there is a need to just be patient and trust that the divine is helping this connection. It feels divinely guided, divinely supported. And I think that speaks on why you have the eagle in your energy. It says, create your vision. And so whenever I see the eagle, to me, that represents kind of seeing a higher perspective, a bird's eye view, if you will, because you have a bird. but it's really focusing on the end. I wouldn't say the end goal, but like keeping your eye on the prize. You know what I mean? Just really understanding what it is you want out of this relationship, what your personal desires are for bringing this relationship to fruition, right? Because if you remember from the last reading, there was a separation energy, and I feel like we're only like a couple days away from that, from the last time we did that, so it could very well still be in that separation phase, before reconciliation. It can be this energy of both people really understanding that you can't rush the process of a relationship, especially when it comes to the divine working behind the scenes, keeping in mind that there's always going to be like karmic energies that need to be cleared out, whether that's past relationships with friends, family, or lovers. It could be like all kinds of different stuff. But let's go and take a look at your person here. We have in love and declarations of passion, heartfelt communication is the key. So what I'm picking up on with this card is your person may be in a space of not really feeling like they know what to say just yet. It's this energy of like wanting to communicate, wanting to speak their truth and tell you how they feel, but maybe not knowing how just yet. And I kind of feel like that's why there's this discernment kind of energy. It's really coming to terms with what you want and what they want and how to bring that together in a way that's going to be conducive for a healthy relationship to blossom. So let's go and take a look at the book here for these cards, just to get any extra messages. Yeah, spirits tell me I'm going to have to get away from the book eventually, so maybe we can start today. Let's start today. Spirits actually tell me not to touch the book right now. So let's go ahead and pull some Mystical Cat Tarot cards. I do also have my my dragon deck that I might use too, we'll see. But I feel like this deck here is really, really good for love readings. So let's take a look at some tarot between you and your person here. Oh my god. Oh yeah, let's do it this way. So much easier, so much easier. Okay. Alright, so we're going to pull energies between you two. Alright, Spirit, what do we got between collective and their person? What is the energies between collective and, their person? Wow, got a bunch of cards. Alright, so bottom of the deck we have 5 of Pentacles. And we did get this for the last reading. So there's this, it doesn't necessarily feel like being left out in the cold. It just feels like there's a sense of patience. It's like there's this need, because you have the discernment, right? Let me get these out of the way first, sorry. There's this energy of a discernment energy, right? It's like the discernment. So this could be very well putting it right here. And then we have the star under that. So, I mean, this is divinely guided, guys. This is something where spirit and your guides and angels and ancestors are telling you, like, hey, like, there is something brewing, but you kind of need to be patient and understand what it is you want out of this relationship. I feel like both of you are coming to terms with that, because this 5 of Pentacles energy, it's like, I mean, you see this cat and they're looking into the warm house, and I can't really see from here. Let me see if I can look. Yeah, so if you, I don't know if you can really tell, but there's like cats inside of the house, and they're all warm and doing this and doing that. And so to me, there's this energy of really coming to terms with what you want out of the relationship. And it looks like both people want the same thing. I feel like because there was this separation energy that a lot of us may be going through, I feel like there's this need to focus on the inside of this house. You know what I mean? Just focus on what is coming together and not focusing so much on the separation or what you may not be seeing on the surface. Right? And especially with the star under that as the bottom of the deck, clarifying that there's this energy of needing to trust the process, needing to trust that this is divinely guided and that it is coming together in a way that you may not understand just yet. And I feel like that applies to both of you. So let's go and put that here. Right, and I'm actually going to take these. We got 2 cards each, so we'll take them for your person and for you. So starting with your energy, we have 7 of Swords reversed, and we have the 6 of Pentacles reversed. There's this energy of needing to let go of your past failures in relationships. There's a need to let go of the feeling of unworthiness. I feel like unworthiness can really get in the way of your vision of what you want from the relationship. There's this need of understanding what equal reciprocity looks like to you. Six of Pentacles, if it's in the upright to me, can represent, equal give and take in both ways. And really understanding that, like, you're not manifesting that is what it feels like, or just making sure that you don't focus so much on what you're not getting in order to focus on the vision that is in between you two here. And like I said, the desire for you to both come out of this separation energy, to have that equal give and take, to have equal reciprocity in your relationship, and realizing that, like, a lot of that is dependent on how you approach the relationship and how you approach this person. And a lot of it has to do with understanding what it is you want from a material sense, because we have the pentacles here and we also have the swords. So it's like this energy of, the body and the mind, and kind of bringing those two into balance. I'm also hearing balance of the heart and the mind, and making sure those two are in congruence in order to really recognize what it is you want when you're creating this vision inside your head. Like, what are you thinking about on a daily basis? Like, when you're seeing this lack of movement or this discernment and pause energy, what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on what you're not seeing? Are you focusing on the things that you aren't getting out of the relationship? Or are you focusing on the possibilities and the divinely guided messages that you may be getting from your ancestors and your guides here with the star? And it's really needing to go within and recognize that, like, if you tap into that energy that's being brought to you through this relationship, you're going to be able to kind of get out of this. But it looks like you've gotten yourself out of this, because if we had the Seven of Swords in the upright, to me that would feel like there was some kind of mistrust. You may be having trust issues, but it looks like you're overcoming this. It looks like you're creating your vision, and you're taking the lessons of the past, and you're recognizing that you can manifest something different. You can create a vision. You can have the family that you want. You can build the life that you want with your person. So let's get their energies here. So they have, so they're going through a major, major transformation process. We have Death, and we have Ace of Pentacles reverse. So to me, this just feels like a delay. It feels like, because it's like in love and declarations, heartfelt communication is key. And with the discernment here, I feel like they're kind of going through this phase of seeing where things may have gone wrong in the past. Maybe there, before the separation, maybe there was this energy of imbalances and stuff. Like, maybe these cards were in the upright in the past for you. And this Five of Pentacles is one of those things where how things were going has led you to, or led them to, excuse me. Keep in mind, these energies can be switched, vice versa. And it's this energy of them recognizing where their own lack is and trying to manifest something from a place of not doing things the same way. Like, it really feels like this person does want to come to some terms of equal reciprocity in this relationship to some degree. I want to clarify these, though. I really would like to clarify these. Let's go and get some clarifiers. I want to clarify this person's energy here with the Ace of Pentacles reversed. What do we have with the Ace of Pentacles reversed? Clarifying collective, collective person's energy here. Yeah, so we have Sky Tom, which to me, I think it is the Prince of Swords or the Page of Swords. No, this would be the Knight of Swords. So yeah, there's this desire for communication. It looks like it, to me, we have something peeking out. We have the Two of Swords as well. So it looks like to me this person is in a state of undergoing a transformation in the ways they communicate. And when we have the Pentacles here, this to me feels like a familial type of energy. So they're maybe in a state of going through a transformation of letting go of old behaviors, letting go of old ways of going about creating stability in a relationship. It also feels like they may be recognizing how they were approaching the relationship in a way that wasn't in a healthy sense. Not necessarily a healthy sense, but because this is in the reverse, it's like there's an end to this delay within themselves, which is why I feel like they are wanting to communicate how they feel about you. And that's why the Death card is here, is because they know that they may not have approached you properly in the past. And they want to approach you in a healthy way, which is why they're in this Two of Swords energy. They're kind of in their head about this a little bit, which is why I feel like there's this discernment before a passionate encounter, because there's this need to approach a relationship from a more balanced perspective with the two here, right? Let's get a little bit more clarification on this energy here for him. What can we get on Collective's person here? All right, so we have the High Priestess, which is a beautiful energy to have. It looks like they're undergoing a deep spiritual transformation, guys. And I feel like that's why there is this delay right now, because this person really needs to focus on their own personal balance within their mind. I feel like with this Two of Swords here, they're balancing out their mind. They're understanding how to communicate their emotions. I mean, if you're into the twin flame journey, this can be like a masculine energy, right? Because we have a lot of swords here, and that can be some masculine energy. Over here, we don't really have too much feminine energy on the table aside from the High Priestess. So what I'm seeing here is this person is really learning to get in touch with their feminine energy, and that's what's going to allow them to communicate with you in a way that's more heartfelt and authentic to their own personal experience, but also staying real to you, like also understanding like what you want out of the relationship. And I feel like that's what that communication is coming to. There's this sense of understanding each other a little bit better now, through this separation. Because I feel like at the end of the day, regardless of whether you're in separation with this person, you're still connected to them. You know, you still communicate telepathically. You still get messages from your intuition, your dreams, all kinds of different spiritual aspects of communication. So let's get some clarification here on your energy, and then we'll get some more clarification on the energies between you two. That's a lot. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull these to the side. We're going to go and take this. So I feel like this feels like an in-between energy, if I'm being honest, right here with these Four of Cups. It feels like there is a little bit of emotional exhaustion between you two. I feel like you're both recognizing how the past may have left you both drained because you may have been approaching it in a way that wasn't, I don't want to say not healthy, but it's just you guys are both realizing like, okay, maybe I need to look at this differently, especially when you have the eagle in your energy here. It's you recognizing that like, okay, maybe I need to reevaluate my needs in this relationship and come to terms with how that has to do with my past, how that has to do with what it is I've gone through, and how I can apply that to the relationship in a way that's going to be authentic to this person. Because I think at the end of the day, both people need to feel seen and heard in this relationship. And I feel like that's why there has been a separation energy, because the divine is getting to look at the ways you guys have been approaching each other and how you kind of need to maybe adjust to, I wouldn't say compromise, but just come to a deeper understanding of what you both need and what the relationship needs as a whole. So to me, it's not a bad energy. I know sometimes the Four of Swords, or excuse me, the Four of Cups can represent just like feeling like a type of malaise, maybe just a kind of rest period. But it doesn't seem bad, because it's like we have these lobsters and they're celebrating. They're looking at the sunset, and it's like the energy right here is like laying on this really decrepit log and kind of just, I don't, you know what I mean, like not even enjoying the view. It's like this need to see the relationship from a new perspective. So let's get some cards pulled here on your energy. Yeah, so you have Six of Swords here in your energy, which to me is telling me you're coming out of this internal conflict. I feel like there may have been some conflict in the relationship. I feel like there may have been some arguments. You may have approached this this person in a way that was maybe a little bit too aggressive. I think there's this need to kind of like tame your thoughts and walk away from the fighting. But more than anything, I feel like there's this desire for you to leave behind the conflict, because I feel like with the Seven of Swords reverse, the Six of Pentacles reverse, and the Six of Swords in your energy here, is recognizing the ways you've approached this relationship and needing to walk away from those ways. Walk away from viewing this relationship from the lens of your past relationships. Because by doing that, I feel like a lot of the times we may not see the other person clearly, because we're looking at them through the lens of this Six of Pentacles reverse, that kind of past failure energy, and recognizing that that person is not your ex, that person is not the situationship that you got out of, or whatever it is, right? Let's get some more cards pulled here for you. So you have the Earth Kitten, which is the Page of Pentacles, I believe. And I mean, it's this desire to, it's just like letting your guard down, not being so defensive, recognizing that this person is trying their best, and you kind of have to understand that, because what I'm seeing here, it looks like this energy between you and this person, because we have the cat and we have the porcupine, and I feel like this person may have been very defensive in the past, because we have the Knight of, what is this, the Knight of Swords, and so their communication style may not be as emotionally expressive oh my god, excuse me, I'm having trouble speaking. It may not be as emotionally expressive as you have wanted it to be in the past, but it's like recognizing that that's okay. And because it's a porcupine energy, it's like it doesn't feel like this defensive energy anymore. It feels like, yes, they may have the tendency to be defensive, and you may also have that tendency, but there's this need to approach the relationship from a more, let's see, understanding perspective. And it feels like you're renewing your sense of what it means to be loyal and committed in a relationship, but you're also focusing on yourself. And that's kind of what I get here with this Page of Pentacles as well. Is this need to really understand what it is you want in the physical sense. Like do you want, I don't know, like where do you want to live? Like what kind of lifestyle do you want to have with your partner? Do you want children? Do you want this? Do you want that? It's that kind of energy. And recognizing that, like, maybe your needs don't always align, but understanding that, like, a lot of the needs that you've had in the past come from that Six of Pentacles reverse energy, and recognizing, understanding how to move forward in a way that's not going to be so influenced by your past. But it looks like you're doing this. It looks like you're walking away from all the things that may have kept you feeling small, and you're approaching this relationship with a new, fresh perspective. Because to me, it can represent a childlike type of energy. We do have the Page, we do have the Knight, so it's not like the King and the Queen or the Emperor and the Empress. It's this renewal energy is what it feels like, and I feel like you both need to kind of go through this renewal phase. So let's get some more cards here for the in-betweens. Yeah, we have the Emperor reversed. I feel like, I feel like this can apply to both of you. I feel like there's this need to let go of the domineering, controlling nature of the relationship and stop trying to force it to be something and accepting it for what it is. And I feel like that's the message I got earlier for the download, was accepting where you're at in the relationship, accepting where the relationship is as a whole, and understanding that that's okay. Because we also have the floating cat. To me, that's the Hanged Man. And if you guys remember the last reading, this was in reverse. And it looks like both of you have come to a deeper understanding. The wisdom has been gained, and you're seeing now how this Emperor reverse energy has impacted this relationship. And doesn't necessarily feel like it's a bad thing. I feel like it's something where there's the divine is trying to get you both to see a deeper understanding of where this relationship is going. Like we have the Nine of Pentacles reverse, and we have the Two of Pentacles. So it feels like, yeah, I feel like you're healing from codependency, honestly, with this Nine of Pentacles reverse here. That can be the card of codependency. If it's in the upright, that often indicates you're focusing on yourself, you're focusing on your life and building up what it is you need to do in order for this relationship to come together in a healthier way. But when it's in the reverse, I feel like you're overcoming codependency. And especially because it's clarifying this Emperor reverse here, I feel like the wisdom has been gained. It's like there may have been juggling in the past. There may have been a lack of balance in the relationship. But it feels like more than anything, this person here, I feel like this Two of Pentacles is in their energy. And they're in this stage of understanding what it is they want out of this relationship, as well as you, because I feel like that's what the divine is trying to get you both to do. The divine is trying to get you to understand how there needs to be balance in the connection, both emotionally expressive, commitment. I feel like if you think about it like the magician, right? You have every aspect of the tarot. You have the swords, you have the cups, you have the wands, and you have the pentacles. And it's understanding that all of those need to be applied in a balanced manner, in a way that's authentic to you both in the relationship. I'm going to go ahead and do some clarification here with the dragon deck. I want to go ahead and clarify. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and see. I want to get a little bit of more of a read on this person's energy here. I feel like you're in a stage of really understanding what it is you want, but this person is still trying to understand what it is they want. Not necessarily that they don't want you or the relationship, but it's like they are trying to understand what they want within themselves, because they may not have had to evaluate that before. So I would like to get a little bit of clarification here, maybe what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what their intentions are going forward. Let's go ahead and do that with the dragon deck here. So what is Collective's person thinking here in this situation? What are they thinking about Collective right now, Spirit? Yeah, so that's beautiful, right? So you may be feeling like with your Six of Pentacles reversed here, since the fact they have it in the upright here, they're seeing that now. It's like they're seeing how they're juggling, and their non-prioritization of the relationship has led to this Four of Cups energy in the relationship, and I feel like the divine is trying to get both of you to see that. It's like you need to maybe work on your codependency issues here, and they need to work on being a little bit more expressive and um, balanced in the relationship. I feel like it could be definitely a past person, if we're being honest here, but we have a lot of past energies. We have the Six of Pentacles, and you have the Six of Pentacles reversed. So to me, this does feel like somebody from your past. This does feel like somebody that may be coming back around. Like we said in the last reading, there was that reconciliation energy. We have Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, so there's a playful energy coming about. There's this renewal, is what I just keep hearing: renewal of the connection, renewal of balance, renewal of emotions. This could represent renewal of like wedding vows. This can represent just an overall rejuvenation of the relationship as a whole. So let's clarify the Six of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Yeah, so Nine of Pentacles. Did we get the Nine of Pentacles? No, but it looks like it could be a counterpart energy, because you have the Page of Pentacles here, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles here. So it looks like you both are coming to an understanding. I feel like there's an equal understanding here with this person. Is like, this is what they may be seeing you this way. They may be seeing you as somebody who is very committed, very loyal. They know what they want out of life. They're not afraid to go get it, but they're also not so quick to go out of their way. And I feel like that's important in a relationship, understanding that there needs to be a balance and there needs to be a focus on yourself a little bit more, especially with this Nine of Pentacles reverse. They may be understanding that you have had codependent issues in the past, and that they may have triggered that in you. Because I feel like with these divine relationships, twin flames and soulmates and stuff, while we're not technically really getting twin flame energy here, this could be just any kind of relationship for you: karmic relationship, soulmate relationship. I feel like this person is really seeing you as somebody that is balanced. They're seeing you as somebody that knows what they want, and they understand that in order for them to be in this relationship with you, they are going to need to be a little bit more emotionally expressive. And I feel like that's why the High Priestess here is showing up in the reading. Let's get some energies on how they're feeling about you. How's Collective's person feeling about Collective right now, Spirit? Yeah, Four of Wands reversed. I feel like there's this energy of maybe they just may not understand what they feel just yet. Because the Four of Wands can represent twin flame energy, it can be the card of marriage. But when it's in the reverse, to me, that feels like there needs to be a focus on the spiritual aspects within themselves. There needs to be a focus on them coming to terms with their emotions, is what I'm picking up on. The fact that we even have the Four of Wands here in general is still a good energy. I mean, having it in the reverse doesn't really feel like a terrible thing, but to me, it feels like the need to take things slowly. It's like not wanting to rush in too quickly. They may be seeing you as somebody who is very patient. They may not really know what it is you want just yet. I mean, keeping in mind this is how they're feeling towards you, so they may not be feeling like they're ready to take things to that next level, right? Because they're still maybe new in the journey of love. Maybe they don't have as much experience in love, and so they may be in this stage of recognizing what it is they want, but not being ready to move to that direction. I'd like to clarify that though, please, Spirit. What's up here with this Four of Wands reverse? Okay. Yeah, so we have the Worlds, the King of Wands, and the Fool. So what it looks like to me is this person, they may be feeling like they are ready to take a new leap of faith with you with the Fool. They do want to open up their emotions to you, and it does look like they're feeling very passionate about you here with the King of Wands. They may be seeing you as somebody that is very passionate, but what I'm picking up on here is it just looks like they want to bring an end to the cycle. Oh, that's what that is. So it looks like they want to bring an end to the separation with the Four of Wands reverse here. It doesn't necessarily feel like they don't want to take things to the next step. It looks like they do want to take things to a new level with you, because they recognize that there may have been an imbalance with their emotions, right? It feels like there may have been this energy of like they're just seeing how their actions have impacted their relationship. And I feel like that should go both ways. It shouldn't be all on this other person. We're going to get some energies for you too about how you may be feeling about this person and vice versa. But yeah, I mean, they're feeling this. They're feeling you. I mean, it's clearly they like you. They really like you. They're very passionate about you. There aren't really necessarily any cups on the table, and I feel like that's because they may not really understand what it is they're feeling quite yet or how to express that. And that's kind of what it feels like to me. Um, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad energy, guys. I feel like with the World card here, they're coming out of this space of Four of Wands reverse because it does look like they do want to start something new. They do want to pursue this with you in a different kind of way, but it may not look the way that they thought, and you may not be seeing it the way that you thought it would be. And I feel like that's why there's this need to accept where the relationship is in the moment. That was the main message that I was getting. Accept things as they are and understand that they may not always look exactly as they thought, but that does not mean that it is not going to bring you what you want. It's one of those things where it's thinking of it like seasons in a relationship. It takes time to build trust. It takes time to get to a space of wanting to move forward to a deeper level of commitment. But I feel like, especially in new relationships, especially if you're in separation, coming back together, there's this need to understand that, like, you're going to need to rebuild things and you're going to need to build trust again. And especially if there have been things in the past that have led to the separation, like the fighting. Maybe there was the fighting, maybe there was some deception going on, maybe there were some things that were confusing for the both of you. And there's this need to understand that you're coming out of that, and that's going to take time. So, what are this person's intentions towards collective here? What's your person's intentions here? How are they going to be approaching you? Keeping in mind, this is a timeless reading. I totally forgot to mention, it's not date or zodiac specific, as I'm sure you know how I just did the last reading. But if you don't know, if you're new, it's not time or zodiac specific. So I don't tend to focus on the signs too much because we all have all of them in our chart to some degree. So what are this person's intentions towards collective? And then I don't even want to say that near future, but just in general. Like, what are they feeling right now, intention-wise? Okay, I love shuffling like this, but I have trouble actually getting the cards sometimes. So yeah. Their intentions may be needing to come to a deeper understanding of what this relationship means for them and their life. Understanding that, it's an interesting, I want to clarify this a little bit. What's this High Priestess reverse here, Spirit? What are their intentions here with this High Priestess reverse? Okay. There we go. So we do have counterpart energy, guys. This could very well be a twin flame relationship, quite honestly. I mean, we can be speaking to so many different relationships, honestly. Yep. Yep. This is quite beautiful. This is actually really, really nice. It looks like they want to come out of this space of heartbreak, and it looks like they're healing from their own heartbreak. And I think they're recognizing how they have maybe not been so truthful. They maybe have not been so honest. And it's not because they're not an honest person, but it's because they did not understand. They didn't understand, and I feel like there was not a deeper understanding of the relationship because they may have been approaching it in this King of Wands energy, which is not a bad energy. It's not terrible, but as somebody who is very, very maybe aggressive in communication, very passionate. I wouldn't say flighty. I feel like Knight of Wands would be more of a flighty energy. I feel like they're evolving and they're recognizing that, like, maybe they have issues with commitment, which I'm seeing with the Four of Wands reverse that we got for them. And I feel like the fact that they do also have the High Priestess here, that was in their, I don't know what space that was that we did it in, but they're having this realization, they're having epiphanies, and they're recognizing that their lack of understanding of the relationship as a whole with this Ace of Swords reverse has impacted the relationship and has maybe triggered your codependency issues, and maybe has triggered your abandonment issues, and it has triggered a lot of things in you that has caused a separation and a rift between you two. But it looks like, I mean, we have the Emperor and we have the Empress, guys. That is just beautiful energy. It's this energy of their intentions towards you are, I mean, they're all in. They are all about it. They're all in. They see you for your worth. They see you for what you bring to the table, but they're also learning to see their worth here. is what it feels like. Oh my god, excuse my stomach. I don't know if you can hear that, but my stomach is growling. Um, yeah, let's get some energies on for you now. I want to see how are you seeing this person right now? What are you thinking and feeling about this person? How's collective feeling about this person, or how's collective seeing this person right now, Spirit? So you may be seeing them as deceptive. You may be feeling like there's a little bit of deceptive energy here. You may be in your head about it. You may be feeling like they might be a little bit of a distraction to your goals and your values right now. Not values, but just goals and life path and all that stuff. But it feels like it's not what you think it is what I'm hearing. It's like you may be seeing it this way, the separation. Maybe there's no communication right now, but it's not what you think. It's because you're going through this huge transformation right now. This person, again, with the knight here, they may be a little bit younger than you. There may be an age difference. Excuse me. Um, but I mean, the fact that you have the page here, I mean, you can very well be the same age, but I feel like more than anything, I feel like there is a discrepancy in spirituality. I feel like they may not have been such a spiritual person or something. Maybe you're awakening a spirituality in them that they were not aware of. And I feel like that's why this high priestess reverses here in their intentions, because they now may be realizing how much deeper this relationship is than they initially thought, especially with their intentions here. Like, because in their feeling space, we have the King of Wands, the Fool, and the World, with the Four of Wands reverse. And so they may have been approaching this in a very non-committal way. They may have approached you in the past in a way that wasn't authentic to what it is you want out of a relationship. And I feel like the separation is causing them to recognize, like, hey, this is a really special connection and bond that you two share. It's a beautiful connection that you two share. And I think you really need to understand that, like, they are seeing that for what it is. And you need to trust your intuition, and you need to trust that this relationship is a lot different than what you may be seeing it as. And I feel like that's why the divine is asking you to go into this Four of Cups energy and understand that this is so much deeper than it looks. I feel like there's so much going on behind the scenes that you're just not allowed to see, because a lot of the times when the universe brings relationships like this into our lives, it's to show us that we deserve so much, so many blessings. Like, we really do. Like, you really do. You deserve the love you see. You deserve this twin flame union. And I feel like their union energy in the collective has been massive for a while now. And I feel like a lot of people are coming into union. And it's just one of those things where you just kind of have to trust the process, guys. So let's see what I want to get some advice for you right now. Like, what can collective do to kind of get out of the Seven of Swords energy of viewing their person? Yeah. You need to kind of just focus on yourself right now is what it feels like, especially while things are, moving in the behind the scenes. But it looks like you're healing from this, right? Because you had the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Maybe just needing to heal from codependency. I think a lot of the times we tend to view relationships in a way that is reminiscent of our trauma. You may be viewing this relationship in a way that is from a space of codependency, and Spirit is kind of asking you to take a step back, focus on your finances right now, focus on your independence, and by doing that, it's going to allow you to see this situation a lot more clearly. I would like to get a little more clarification on this, though, please, Spirit. On this Nine of Pentacles reverse, or no, it's upright, excuse me. Where are we at? We're almost about 40 minutes in. It's a little bit of a longer reading, but not too bad. I am just messing up my entire setup, excuse me. Let's get some clarification, Spirit, some more advice for collective before we close out the reading. That one came flying out. All right. We have death. Yeah, so you're both going through a major transformation, guys. I think it's important to recognize that you kind of need to let go of this defensive energy. But it looks like you're already doing that because you have the Six of Swords, right? So you're getting away from the defensiveness, and Spirit's helping you to transform your perspective. As it's getting you to heal your codependency, because you got to understand too, when it comes to these twin flame relationships or soulmate relationships, you will trigger the most deepest and darkest aspects of your psyche. And it's very important to stay grounded and very important to maintain a sense of individuality in the relationship, so you don't enmesh too much with them. You don't take their problems on as your own, and vice versa. And there's this energy of really needing to just focus on what is happening for you, and instead of focusing on what you're not seeing, focusing. Excuse me. I'm having such a hard time translating these energies into words, guys. I'm so sorry. It's so much different when I can sit by myself. I can think it to myself and I can understand it energetically. I mean, if you know, you know. If you feel it, you feel it, right? I feel like you know what you need to do. I feel like spirits tell me like you know what you need to do. You know how you need to focus on yourself. Bring yourself to a more balanced space. But like I said, it feels like you've done this. It feels like you've done the work. You're doing a good job, and I feel like spirit's congratulating you here. And I feel like a lot of the reason this is in a separation phase is because this person is coming to terms with how spiritually intense this relationship may be. All right, so I'm gonna get let me just say, bottom of the deck, actually. 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. Probably one of the best cards you can get in the deck aside from the 10 of Cups, right? So there's a deep level of commitment coming through for this, guys. I know it doesn't look like it right now. I know you may feel confused. I know you may be like all in your head about it, and you may be thinking this person is off talking to other people, doing this and doing that. But guys, it's not there. It's not there. I don't know what to tell you. It's not on the table. There's no third party energy. I've seen nothing of the sort. There's no three of cups reverse. I mean, the three of swords is in the reversed, and that just tells me they're overcoming heartbreaks. Guys, this is beautiful. This is really, really beautiful. This is not, let me just reiterate, this is not a seven of swords situation. You gotta get out of your head about it, guys. I'm not gonna try to tell you what to do with your life and how to think, but these are the energies I'm seeing, guys. It's really, really beautiful. So let me get some final advice here for you and your person. What are you both overcoming? How about that? What are you both overcoming right now in this connection? What's the advice to overcome these issues? Wow. Wow. Cow, that's a lot of cards. Let's do it. All right, guys. The Sun. Can it get any better than that, really? You got the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, what more do you want from me, guys? Well, it's still there, even after the shuffling. You got the 10 of Pentacles. You got the Sun card. Let's get the rest of these. Oh, this is a fat stack. Okay. That's a lot of cards. This, oh God. This is a lot of cards. Let me take these. I feel like there's an important message here, actually. This is what you guys are overcoming right now. Let's look at this. This is going to be a bit of a longer reading, but I feel like this is very important for you two right now. So you got the 10 of Cups reverse. This can represent family, overcoming family issues, overcoming disappointments that have stemmed from family. I feel like your codependency issues may stem from the family. As an overall energy, you both can be coming out of this. You both can be closing out a very intense emotional cycle within yourself and in the relationship. Seven of Wands reverse, overcoming the lack of communication, which may have led to feeling like this is a 10 of Cups reverse situation. Page of Swords reverse. This could represent maybe another person that is trying to interfere with the connection. This could represent. I don't want to put that kind of fear out there. I don't want to delve too much into interfering energies. It doesn't really feel like that to me. It feels like more than anything, there's this. No, okay, it can. Spirits tell me it can represent somebody else. It can represent another person that's trying to create illusions. It can represent somebody who is trying to interfere with the connection, either on your side or on the person's side, or both. I feel like this could be an ex, somebody that is seeing this relationship coming together and may not be happy about that. They may not be happy about that. So let's get the cards here. Queen of Swords. Yeah. So you guys are overcoming this. I feel like the fact that this person is in the reverse, I feel like it's just not working. Whatever it is that you guys are overcoming, all of this is just, it's superfluous. It's just part of the process, right? The Queen of Swords, like, I feel like this person has been cut off, and I feel like that's what you're overcoming. This can represent leaving behind the mental stagnancy, leaving behind the mental anguish that has resulted from feeling like there's a 10 of Cups and 7 of Swords or 7 of Wands reverse. You're coming out of this. You guys are overcoming this. You guys with the Queen of Swords here. It's in the upright, so it's not a terrible energy, but there is this sense of being very, very quick-witted and quick to cut out things in the relationship that may be getting in the way. Yeah, I feel like you're both doing that. I feel like you guys may be closing out karmic cycles as individuals and as a collective. As really what it feels like to me. It feels like this energy here, whoever this Page of Swords reverse here, keeping in mind we haven't really gotten other energies. We did have the Nine of Swords, and we did have your Page of Pentacles, but if this is an external energy, which Spirit is telling me like it can definitely be an external energy, it's not an issue. It's something that is being closed out. And I feel like the fact that you may be in the Seven of Swords energy, that may be what you're picking up on here. You may be thinking like, oh, is this person, is their ex back in the picture? Are they talking to this person, that person, this person? Do they have options? You know what I mean? It doesn't look like they do, guys. It looks like they are actively, and you are actively cutting out any possibility of those types of energies in the connection, right? Because we have the Nine of Swords, so you guys are just in your heads about it, right? You guys are just so. I feel like you're mirroring each other right now, and there's this energy of maybe wondering whether each of you are talking to other people. It may not just be you. Keep in mind when you're connected in a twin flame or soulmate relationship like this, a lot of the times you will mirror each other to such a degree that it's like almost uncanny how much you mirror each other. And so it looks like you both are just in this state of maybe feeling afraid. There's a sense of fear of commitment, like you had up here, the fear of commitment. And I feel like that fear of commitment in your person's energy may be causing you to feel like this, and you may be picking up on this. And it's not necessarily that there's other people involved, guys, because if it is somebody else, you got to look at that. The Queen of Swords is just not even looking at them. They're not even paying attention to them. They're completely focused on their own self. They've got their sword of truth. They're just sitting on their throne, beautiful, in alignment, moisturized, living their best life, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's not a bad energy. Let's get the rest of the cards here. Yeah, Five of Wands, guys. So there's this playful energy coming back into the connection. I feel like there's playful communication coming back into the connection. There's this need to move away from being stuck in your head and maybe voice your opinions here. Maybe speak to this person when you do speak to this person, but do it in a way that's going to be sure of yourself. Make sure you come to terms with your own trauma and make sure you're not projecting onto this person. I feel like you're both in this stage of making sure you're not projecting onto each other, right? Because we also have the Ace of Cups reverse. And so it's like letting go of the emotional failures of your past. I mean, honestly, guys, it really just feels like you're closing out karmic cycles. It looks like both of you are just closing out the karmic cycles of your past, understanding how important this connection is, and moving in silence, moving in secret. Like the Queen of Swords to me, as a in between energy, it feels like things are being kept secret for a reason. I feel like it's because there may be people like with this Page of Swords reversed, that aren't happy seeing this. Because you gotta understand, I don't feel like everybody gets this type of love. And it's a hard thing to accept and it's a hard thing to say, but I don't think everybody is meant to manifest things like this, guys. I really don't think it's the case. I mean, I do feel like everybody can have the opportunity, but it doesn't always seem to be the case. And it's a sad thing for me to admit, but I feel like that does seem to be the case sometimes. But it doesn't look like the case for you two. And I feel like that's why there is a sense of secrecy. Because if you look at the Queen of Swords, I mean, you got the moon right up here in the corner. And that to me speaks of, hidden emotions. I mean, you look at the dragon, right? And it's like the dragon's wing is completely shielding. I don't know if you can really see, it's completely shielding this Queen of Swords here. It's like she's being concealed for a reason. And I feel like this relationship is being hidden for a reason. Not only for you two to come into a greater sense of balance, but for other people to not see what's going on. I feel like there's a need for secrecy because when you get too many people involved, especially in a twin flame connection, people don't understand. People that have not been on a twin flame journey of any kind, or maybe don't even believe in that kind of stuff. And keeping in mind that's like it can go any which way. There's so many different ways to look at twin flames, in my opinion, but people just don't get it a lot of the times, especially if they're not spiritually in tune with themselves or if they haven't had that kind of experience before. People just don't understand. And I feel like that's the reason why things may be seeming like there's a lot of secrets. It's because spirit is keeping you two a secret from the others around you because they don't want, spirit knows that if this were to come out to be what it is, um, if the intensity of the love shared between you two was to be given to other people through like them seeing that there would be jealousy, there would be envy. And I feel like that's kind of why we have these cards here. We have the Ace of Cups reverse, we have the Page of Swords reverse, we get the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Cups reverse. That to me can represent somebody that's like looking at this connection like, yo, what's going on? Like, how come, my ex is yada yada yada, so and so. Maybe they can feel the distance. We're all connected. And so if you're connected to somebody still, there's an ex maybe hanging on to your energy or their energy. They can be feeling this Ace of Cups reverse. They can be feeling this Nine of Cups reverse or Ten of Cups reverse, and they're just in their head about it. And I feel like that's why Spirit is coming through with the Queen of Swords energy and saying, you know what, let's keep this on the DL right now and just focus on yourselves and understanding that this will come together. It is very much coming together with the star like we had earlier up here, right? Because we have the Six of Swords, Six of Wands reverse. So to me, that represents keeping things hidden. I mean, it's just a very secretive energy. It's not being so vocal about it. Maybe not talking to your friends about it, not talking to your family about it. With this Ten of Cups reverse, not talking to your family about this twin flame connection, especially if there have already been situations where they may not be understanding what it is you two are experiencing. And there's no way for them to ever truly understand a connection like this if they haven't experienced it themselves, right? Because we have the Seven of Cups, because there's a lot of illusion energy right now, guys. There are a lot of illusions, and it doesn't feel like it has anything to do with you or the other person. I feel like Spirit is coming through to protect this relationship. That's what I feel like you guys are overcoming. You are overcoming external forces that may not be happy about a relationship like this, because it's just, I mean, I'm sure you guys know, when you're in love with somebody or when you start to build a relationship, you change and you glow. You start to really glow and you start to become a very beautiful version of yourself. And I feel like people can sense that. And a lot of the times people just may get jealous, guys. And that's just the unfortunate truth. Because you got the King of Cups here, man. And that is a beautiful energy. This is somebody who is in touch with their emotions. They're grounded. They are understanding what it is they want out of a relationship. And they are willing to offer their cup of love here. And that is what you guys are overcoming. Because it's like now we're kind of shifting the perspective to what it is you guys are actually overcoming in the relationship together. I feel like we were kind of touching on like, okay, maybe there's like external people that may not be happy about this, but it's just not. It's water under the bridge. It's not an issue. Spirit's handling it. You don't have to worry about a spirit. A spirit will take care of that. Your ancestors will take care of that. All you got to do is ask for help. Ask the divine for help. Don't be afraid to ask your ancestors for help, because a lot of the times they need your permission to not, I wouldn't say interfere, but to help the relationship come together. So don't be afraid to connect with your ancestors. I don't know if you have an altar or anything. You honestly don't even need an altar. Just connect with your ancestors. Take time out of your day, maybe at the end of the day, to just go within and, just speak to your ancestors. They live through you, through your heart, right? Because we got the King and Queen of Swords, guys. Damn, this is beautiful. Oh, this is so beautiful. I don't know if you guys can feel this energy right now, but with the sun here, this is what you guys are overcoming. It's like you guys are both just like understanding what is going on here. But if you're looking at these two cards, hold on. You have the King and the Queen of Swords. This can represent counterparts. This can represent soulmates. But if you look at it, oh, this is so cool. Okay, so hold on. So the Queen of Swords, like, you got to look at how they're facing each other, right? Like the King of Swords is somebody who is a little bit more balanced in the way they move in that sword space. Maybe a little bit more, I don't know how to say it. The words are escaping me. But there's a little bit more of a surety in the way the King of Swords moves. Not necessarily surety. It's like, I don't want to downplay the Queen of Swords, because they're both very, very powerful people. And to me, it looks like you both are very powerful people. But it's like there's a secrecy for a reason. And I feel like what I'm seeing here is it's just the overall energy, right? It's like they're concealing their emotions with the moon here. And that's why you have this King of Cups. And it's like they may be facing away from you, but it's not necessarily because they don't want you to know how they feel, because they look at this. They want to show you how they feel. They have the cup energy coming towards you. They want that emotional commitment. They want that emotional balance with you, but they aren't showing you for a reason. I feel like because there may be people around them that are not happy with what it is they're doing. Maybe there is an ex that isn't happy, seeing that they may be wanting to move to somebody else. There could be jealous parents, there could be jealous friends that may be like, like they maybe have people around them, they know them so well that they know something's up, and there's a reason they're hiding it, because they don't want anybody else's input on what they know they want. Because the sword's energy is knowing what you want in the mental space, no questions, ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that is really what it looks like here. It is a beautiful energy, guys. It is really, really nice. I don't know how any other way to go about it, but it's beautiful. It feels amazing. It feels like it feels earth shaking. It feels transformative. It feels like it can really truly change the world in so many different ways. I want you to really do come together, guys. Yeah, we're pushing an hour on this reading. I love reading for love. Honestly, I do this for myself all the time. So let me go ahead and get a closing oracle message for you guys. All I gotta say to close this out before I get the oracle message, like, just trust the divine. Trust in your person. Your person needs your trust. They need you to trust them. They need you to give them the space they need, and you need to understand that, like, this is a beautiful connection coming together for you. Should you both decide to do so, keeping in mind there is free will, right? Even if it's a twin flame connection, you can always choose to move on to a karmic. It's really up to you. I mean, karmic relationships are just as beautiful. I mean, they're usually a lot less stressful, and there's a lot less, growth. But I feel like in these twin flame connections, especially with people that are very spiritual, you come together to help each other grow, to become better people, to build the lives that you need to build so that you can fulfill your life purposes. I feel like as a twin flame connection, you have that divine purpose to serve. But it's always up to you, right? So, closing message here for the collective. What does the collective need to know? Spirit, closing message here for the collective. Thank you for anybody that has watched the entire video. I've never done a video this long before. So let's see, what do we got here? I'm gonna try to get two, one for you and one for your person. Maybe an in between. I don't want it's gonna be a little bit of a long one, so maybe we'll see what comes out. I'm just gonna let Spirit handle it. We're gonna pull some cards. However many comes out for the first drop is however many we get. Alright, Spirit, final closing messages here for collective and their person. Whoop, that one came smacking out. So it looks like, oh wow, nice. Got the towel. Card 38 comes up to an 11. Represent twin flame connection. I mean, got the 1 and the 1, guys. Let me get my book. I don't know where my book is. Alright, so the towel. Card 38. Alright, so the Tao, it says, the Tao is always flowing, always nourishing life into creation, always presenting steps and solutions, and always reminding us that we are perfection in this moment. You are being guided to relax and allow life to flow. What were we just talking about, guys? Beloved, you are being invited into a more advanced spiritual classroom of the soul. Sometimes we think that more advanced means more effort, and yet in spiritual matters, as we mature, we become more able to stop attempting to control and direct from our more limited perspective, and instead become open to receiving and being directed by higher forces, which include our own divine essence at one with the source of all. This does not mean that we become a loose leaf, blown about by the winds of fate. It means rather that we become like bamboo, strong within ourselves and able to move in this direction or that without losing our power. In fact, our flexibility can become part of what makes us a powerful instrument of divine creativity and healing. There are times when the Tao, the mystery of the source endlessly unfolding, calls us strongly to be flexible and to stop fighting against the flow, and instead let it move us. It is the difference between trying to swim all the way to shore, not even knowing if we are heading in the right direction, but just thinking we could be. On one hand, and allowing a cosmic wave to lift us, carry us, and deposit us on the shoreline, and the right shoreline for us, quickly and with grace. But why should it be so easy, you might wonder? The challenge is not to try and force life to unfold according to our whims, but to grow in trust, wisdom, self-love, and self-worth so that we may become capable of surrender. The way is effortless, yet the journey to being able to surrender into the way Not always so effortless. Definitely not. We can make our molehills into mountains unintentionally, and so you are being asked to let go now, to relax, and allow life to do what it does, which is flow. Life, the Tao, is more powerful than any apparent obstacle. The Tao flows through all situations and presents natural solutions, no matter how unsolvable those situations may appear to be. It just needs to be allowed to do so. Well, before I read the prayer and before I read the healing meditation, well, I mean, what else do I gotta say, guys? You just gotta let it flow. You gotta stop trying to force it. You gotta understand that like this is working out in the way it is meant to be. And a lot of the times with twin flame connections, you gotta understand that it's not gonna look like a karmic. It's not gonna look like a soulmate. You know, it's not gonna look like whatever it is you've been through. It's going to be different, and that's because it's meant to be different. It's not meant to look like anybody else's twin flame journey. It's not meant to look like anybody else's karmic relationship. It is meant to look like what it looks like, and that is what it is. And it's really hard to accept because I feel like a lot of the times we want things to be the way society has told us it should be, and that's just not the case. That's just not the case. I feel like you gotta let go of the limiting perspectives, is what it feels like, guys. This is coming together, but it's not gonna look the way you thought, but it is coming together, guys. It's beautiful. Let's get the healing here. So, lie quietly in a slightly darkened room or place a soft cloth over your eyes, or over your closed eyes, excuse me. Imagine that you are lying in a dark, endless space that is safe, expansive, and loving. Imagine it expanding in front of you, behind you, to the right and left, above and below, until it is just you in the center of endless space. Feel your edges blurring until it is hard to tell where you start and stop and the space begins. Allow yourself to feel held and supported in this space, almost like you are resting on a deep ocean. Become aware of gentle pulses and waves, sometimes quite large, sometimes very small and delicate, that reveal this space has intelligence and aliveness. Imagine any outcome that you wish to create, starting off as a thought or vision in your mind and then dissolving into light, journeying down to your heart and beaming out into this vast void. The process of creation has been initiated the moment you let go of it. You don't, excuse me, my Irish accent came out there. You don't even, sorry, that was funny. Okay, that was funny for me at least. The process, where was I? You don't even have to know how, okay, yeah, I got distracted. Sorry, guys. You don't even have to know how or what to do next. Feel the joy of release and the wonder of how easy it is when we let go of fear and control. Feel the excitement or anticipation that the universe is playing with you now to create the best manifestation. Relax and then follow your breath and perhaps finish your practice with the prayer below. The prayer below reads as, Guide me, restore me, I trust you completely. Your wisdom, love, and joy lights my path, and the way becomes easy for me. Guys, you just gotta flow. What can I say? This is a very transformative relationship for you both. I can't deny this is pretty much just a twin flame relationship at this point. I mean, I've got my own perspectives on that, but you know, you're gonna take it as you take it, man. It's not gonna resonate with everybody, and it's not gonna make sense to anybody other than you and your person. And it's understanding that the universe is supporting you. At the end of the day, the universe is supporting this. You don't have to try so hard. You both don't have to try so hard. I feel like if you truly love each other, the universe will bring it together, especially if the universe is divinely decreeing this love, which it looks like it is. It looks like the universe is sitting here and saying, hey, you two share a beautiful connection. There is no reason to force it to be anything or to go anywhere other than where it is and what it is, right? That's where I'm going to leave it, guys. I don't know if there's much else I can say. That was beautiful. I'm so grateful that I get to read for energies like this because it just makes me realize that there's so much more to life than what we've been taught, and that love isn't maybe always what we thought it was, and it's transformative, and it is ever changing, and it is effervescent. It is beautiful, and I'm so grateful for this. And I really, really wish the best for you and your person, whether or not you believe in twin flames. This is a beautiful connection, guys, and just cherish it every moment you can. Let me tell you, just cherish it because things like this do not come along every day and they do not come along for everybody. You're very, very special and lucky and divinely supported. And I'm very grateful that you are here doing the work that you are doing on yourselves because you are making waves and you're changing things and changing lives. You are affecting the people around you because you do what you do, because you're here for the collective. Oh, I'm trying not to cry. It's making me all emotional. I love to see stuff like this, man, because I'm the kind of person that really, really likes to go hard for the collective, man, because I recognize how much a collective can do for me as well. Because we're all one and the same, guys. It's beautiful. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you likely in the next reading, man. Yeah. Y'all have a good one, man. Good luck with this relationship and just don't forget to flow, man. Cherish it and flow, okay? I love you guys. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye bye.